It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. On the ready, 54. Mike 54. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the double. Leo. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Be tripping.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. 20. 20. Gun.
Newton to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
8, 20. Check 43.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm scared.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Buzz, be ready, be ready.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I got it.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go. Come on. Shift.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up. Twist.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. That's mine. That's mine. '54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And some room to work. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This is Hill, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hill to try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
I know you feel that.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Ready? 180?
Hey, we don't like the 48.
8. Greg.
Check 37. Check 37.
Look at it. Ready?
On 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a Panther first down.
Okay. 36. 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Watch 36.
From the 50, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Jim.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
57.
Gun.
3 buzz, 3 boom. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
57's the mic. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Hey! Watch the twist.
Mike 48. You ain't doing nothing today.
Great. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I don't think you got it. Get it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And an alley to run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Set the tone, defense. 8. Defense, let's go.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 36. Mike 36. In the face.
Watch out, watch out. Watch out. Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Get him, boys.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Go.
Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check. 50. Man, I got you. Check 50.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Bruce Irvin providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch QB drop. Mike 48. Mike 48. 8. Switch.
To throw is Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson now gets this one to Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
That's it. What do you need? 36. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Watch 36.
Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 20. 20.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Get wide. Deuce. 28. Check 25.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens,
6-yard line. 20.
Again, McCaffrey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Staying open. Mike, check, 59.
Here's Hill one more time. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. 36.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the out. Check 15.
Now Hill. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
He was brought down by James Bradbury.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Kill, kill, kill.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Go.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Tight down. There you go.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Short.
Mike, check. 59.
Watch the slant.
60.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
54. Right there. 54 Mike. Push him back.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Kill. Turn up.
Sponge. No.
Jackson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.